Welcome to the wheelchair rugby draw for the Paris 2024 Paralympic Games. I'm here in Sheffield at the Cannon Medical Arena, and I'm here with colleagues from World Wheelchair Rugby following a week of planning sessions that we've been doing. I'm also joined by Alison Bridge. Alison is the Head of Administration for World Wheelchair Rugby. Also John Timms, International Federation Delegate and responsible for the technical aspects of the game delivery for wheelchair rugby. Also joining us is the Right Honourable Richard Caban. Richard was Minister for Sport in the UK during the period when the Games were awarded in 2005. Richard was also part of the organising committee for the Olympic Games and Paralympic Games in London in 2012. And Richard will be here today as an independent assessor, ensuring all things happen appropriately. So Richard, thank you. I know there's a great Paralympic heritage here in Sheffield. Perhaps you want to just share a little bit of that with us.
No, very much so. In 2012 gave us the opportunity to build the Sheffield Olympic Legacy Park, and that has in it the English Institute for Sport, which houses a number of Paralympians, table tennis, badminton and the like, and 60 of those will in the next few weeks be on the way to Paris to be competing what I hope is going to be a successful game for all of them there as well. And can I just say, Richard, that we're very proud in the UK for the role that we, I think, played, particularly up to 2012, the Commonwealth Games as well, in bringing the elite athletes together, whether they be Paralympians or whether they be the Olympians, and that is something that we did, and particularly I'm proud to say on my watch we made sure that the funding was equal as well, which I think was a big boost to the Paralympians.
Thanks, Richard. I think you definitely can be proud of that heritage. So thank you for that. So I'm now going to hand over to John Timms, who's going to run through the technical aspects of the draw. John, thank you.
Thank you, Richard. So we will be drawing today the pools for the 2024 Paralympic Games wheelchair rugby competition, and we have got 8 teams in the draw, seeded 1 to 8, which are Australia, the United States of America, Japan, Great Britain, Canada, France, Denmark and Germany. We will be drawing the groups in lowest seeds first, so that will be Denmark and Germany, followed by Japan and Great Britain, then Australia and the United States. Then we'll be joined by the head coach of France, Bob Vanacker, who will be then able to select the group that France wish to be part of. That will then place Canada in the opposite pool that they select. So I think we're ready to get started. So our first group, Alison, if you'd like to load them in, please, is the seeds 7 and 8, which is Denmark, and Germany. Richard, if you could draw the first one out, the first one will be placed into Pool A.
Well, my pleasure. The very first one out is Germany.
Germany will be in Pool A.
Pool A. The second one out is Denmark.
Denmark are in Pool B. Thank you, Richard. Now, Alison, if you could join our next group, which is seeds 3 and 4, which are Japan, and Great Britain. Richard, first one out, please. We'll go into Pool A.
First one out is Japan.
Japan. Japan will be placed into Pool A.
The second one Great Britain.
Great Britain are in Pool B. They're in a pool with Denmark. And next up, our third seeding pair group, which is our seeds 1 and 2. World ranking number 1, Australia. and second, United States of America. Richard again, if you could draw out the team to go into Pool A.
Teams going to Pool A is the United States of America.
They join Germany and Japan.
And I don't know whether my colleagues in the GB team will be pleased I've done this, but the team is Australia. Australia and GB, yet again, will go head to head.
So Australia joined Great Britain and Denmark in Pool B. So now we can head over to speak to Bob Vanacker for the French team. Hopefully he's able to join us online. Bob, how are you doing? You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right, thanks.
Excellent. And how's the team, how's the preparations going for France?
Preparation is going well. We just played at the Canada Cup where we finished 4th. We had 6 really tough games and we're quite happy. So yeah, preparation is going well.
Excellent. Well, we'll come back to you shortly, but just to remind you, in Pool A is Germany, Japan and the United States of America. And in Pool B is Denmark, Great Britain, Australia. We'll come back to you in a moment, just to give you some time to think about that. Richard.
Thanks. Sure, Bob, we'll take some time to work that through. But John, we've got a bit of time. Why don't you share with us some of the how's preparations going for the games in a few days, really?
Yeah, well, it's exciting, really. There's a lot going on in Paris. We've got an amazing venue right next to the Eiffel Tower on the Champ de Mars. The tickets are selling like crazy for wheelchair rugby. France has really taken wheelchair rugby to its heart, so we're expecting huge crowds. All our officials are really well prepared, coming on board, all our volunteer structures and the training. The team in Paris at the organising committee are working really hard with us to make it a successful game. So we're all excited. We're ready to go.
It's great to hear. Thank you. I'm going to go back to Bob, and John will conclude the next part of the draw. Bob, can you hear us okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
Excellent, Bob. Bob, can you tell us which pool you would like to place France in, please? Pool A or Pool B?
It's not an easy one. France is choosing Pool B.
Pool B. So we will place France in Pool B. They will join Denmark, Great Britain and Australia. And that means that Canada will be placed in Pool A, which is Germany, Japan, the United States of America and Canada as well. Thank you, everybody. Richard, that concludes the draw.
Thank you. And just hearing the French coach talk about that difficult decision, I think reflects the level of competition we've got in the sport at the moment. So it's my pleasure to just to wish the teams good luck in their preparations for the games. I wish you all the best. And I want to wish all the best to the technical officials and the many volunteers that will make the games such a success. So I hope you all have a great time and a great experience. And with that, thank you, and that concludes the draw.